Senators Alex Padilla, a Democrat from California, and Marco Rubio, a Florida Republican, introduced a resolution yesterday condemning Azerbaijan's blockade of Nagorno-Karabakh, which is now approaching its 6th month. The resolution also calls on the U.S. government to work with international partners to deploy observers to Nagorno-Karabakh, end U.S. military aid to Azerbaijan, and impose sanctions on Azerbaijani officials responsible for the blockade. It is important to note that Senate resolutions do not have the force of law. Instead, they allow elected officials to formally go on the record on major issues. The resolution has been backed by the Armenian National Committee of America, a leading Armenian-American lobbying group. Monday will mark half a year since a group of self-styled Azerbaijani environmental activists set up a roadblock on the sole overland route connecting Nagorno-Karabakh and Armenia, leading to severe shortages of energy, food, medicine, and other essentials across Nagorno-Karabakh. In more news from Washington, a State Department spokesperson today declined to say when a high-level Armenia-Azerbaijan summit in Washington, initially set for next week but then postponed, may be rescheduled. "We don't have any specific dates to announce at this time," the spokesperson told Radio Azatutun, RFERL's Armenian service. The foreign ministers of Armenia and Azerbaijan were set to hold another round of talks Monday in the U.S. Capitol, but it emerged yesterday that Baku had asked for the meeting to be delayed. The two countries' foreign ministries have each confirmed that the meeting has been postponed, but neither has specified why. Citing unnamed diplomatic sources, the Azerbaijani news agency Turan reported that the meeting had been delayed due to scheduling and logistical issues. It did not elaborate. Foreign ministers Ararat Mirzoyan of Armenia and Ceyhun Bayramov of Azerbaijan held marathon negotiations outside Washington last month that ended in no discernible progress toward a peace deal. A series of meetings between Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan and Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev in the past month in Brussels, Moscow, and Chisinau, Moldova, similarly ended without any concrete agreements. In other diplomatic news, Pashinyan will meet one-on-one with Russian President Vladimir Putin today in the Black Sea city of Sochi. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov confirmed the news to reporters today, but did not indicate what time the leaders would meet or what topics they would discuss. As of late afternoon Yerevan time, Pashinyan's meeting with Putin had not yet started. The Armenian leader last met with his Russian counterpart 2 weeks ago in Moscow, alongside Aliyev. Those talks reportedly focused on ongoing efforts to restore transport connections between Yerevan and Baku. And in domestic news, a Yerevan court today found Gayane Hakobyan guilty of trying to kidnap Pashinyan's son, but released her from detention on a 4-year suspended sentence with 1 year of probation. Hakobyan, whose son was killed while serving in the army during the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war, was first detained last month after Ashot Pashinyan said she tried to kidnap him. In a police report, the younger Pashinyan said the incident began when a group of parents of fallen soldiers approached him on the street. Hakobyan introduced herself to him and asked him to join her in her car parked nearby for a conversation. After getting in the car, Pashinyan said Hakobyan suddenly drove off and told him she was taking him to Yerablur, Armenia's main military cemetery, where she would decide whether to set him free or not. He reportedly sustained leg injuries after managing to get out of the moving car and flee to safety. Pashinyan told reporters today he does not plan to appeal the court's ruling in the high-profile case. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent journalism from our reporters on the ground in Armenia, Nagorno-Karabakh, and the region.